Rising, grand rising. Look at my son. Give me a break, bruh. Man, these mics don't last for nothing. Oh well. Anyway, let's talk about it real quick, man. I'm done watching panels. Okay? I'm done watching panels. And look, for all you gentlemen out there that have panels, I'm not taking direct. Well, I am kind of taking jabs at y'all because I really think that these panel people, they watch a lot of content, and I do believe some of these panel chicks are watching me. Okay? Say whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? Your boy is known more well than you think. All right? You got to remember, I got a lot of Negroes watching me, and Negroes don't want to see you do better than them. A lot of panel type of Negroes, a lot of these Negro females out here that don't want to acknowledge they find me attractive. A lot of Negroes out here that don't want to acknowledge that it seems like my level of knowledge is way beyond theirs, even though they've been doing this for longer than me online. They don't want to acknowledge it. There's females out here trying to get my attention, posting community tab pictures of themselves. So I'm very tapped in, okay? And what these women don't understand is I was also trained by the US government for working at the White House. So I was trained to pick up, that's why I'm giving y'all a lot of free information. I was trained to pick up on when people are noticing me. I was trained to pick up when people, they teach you to talk a certain way, because everybody that has any kind of place of authority knows that people are easily influenced if you're an influential person. So if you speak a certain kind of way, you can always catch whoever is consistently watching you and getting irritated or making counter content. Now, I say all that to say this. One of the ways that I know for a fact that a lot of these females are watching me is I'm starting to hear females bring up Sigma male. Now, they've been trying their best not to acknowledge Sigma males, but we're building up too big of a group. So we're building too quickly, we're organizing, and it's a lot of men that women find attractive because of the way that we move and the way that I, myself, represent Sigma males. You know what I mean? It can't just be anybody. Got to be someone attractive. I work on this stuff. I know what I'm doing. That's why I move a certain way. It's got to be someone that's distinct from the rest, has to be attractive, well-spoken, courageous, brave, never getting scared to do stuff, and moving a way that's different from the norm. And everyone right now is moving in this alpha, follow, go along to get along. They'll go through certain channels of whatever group that they're with, or whatever company they work for, or whatever YouTube niche they're in. And they'll work their way up through going on panels and then build their following that way. So it's a following built off of random subscribers that seen you on someone else's panel, but they're really not Soul Tribe, right? They're really not Soul Tribe. They're really not like people that you built a grassroots base with, right? So I can just easily see people that like to watch me a lot, and I'm noticing a lot of Negroes doing it. I'm not saying that Caucasian people aren't doing it too, but I'm not, you know what I mean, no offense, I'm not really watching their content like that. But I'm noticing it, and this is really good for me for when I get big, to see people that I know are watching my content, taking notes, don't want to acknowledge me because they know the content's too good to give me an acknowledgement. It's too good. And the reason why I don't watch their shit, so I'm not regurgitating other information that you're hearing from other podcasters or other black YouTubers or any of this. You're not going to hear it the way that I articulate it from anybody else, because this is original thought. I sit in my home in the quiet, sometimes in the dark, and I think about what I'm doing. I think about what I'm saying. I write this stuff down. So you're not going to hear no one, or they're not going to put the time into it like I do. You know what I'm saying? They've never worked for the government and had to move a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? You got to be, and a lot of people think that they're competing with me in a secret way, but they're not competing with me. You're showing me who you are. That's all you're doing. And I've worked for the White House. Then I worked at Camp David at the White House. So think about it like this, and I'm gonna tell you what it really is. When you're in the military and you work for the White House, that is the top 5%. Only the top 5% of the military can work for the White House. That's how tough it is. Then I worked at Camp David, which is the top 1% of the 5%. Because Camp David is the presidential resort. You know, I was working at a resort the entire time that I was at Camp David. We didn't wear uniforms, we wore regular clothes and stuff like this. So to compete with me, the reason why you're doing it secretly, because you can never let me know that you are, because I'll destroy you. I destroy you. I call you out directly and I destroy. I don't care if you got 200,000, 500,000 subscribers. I would destroy you. I would start a campaign every day showing how stupid you sound on your panels. Every day. Every day. A lot of you people are too low IQ to be having so much to say. Now, I said all that again to say this. A lot of these panels do this thing where they got half men, half women. A lot of the men on these panels are raised by single mothers, and they kind of lean more towards the softer side of things, right? They let these women scream, cuss, and yell, and these males think that by being quiet and not, I'm not saying you gotta yell at them, but letting these women say too much and not giving them any rebuttals properly with enough bass in their voice, not yelling, but bass, they think that's being stoic. It's not. How many times I gotta tell you losers what stoic is? Huh? You watch me and copy me on everything else. I'm telling you dumbasses what stoic is, and you're letting these women get on your panels and run their mouth, saying a whole bunch of nothing. They're saying a whole bunch of nothing. Shit getting on my nerves. I am tired of seeing it. You're doing it for the view numbers? Is that what's going on here? Y'all having these women on here for view numbers? You're trying to trigger men? These goofy females are studying me, bro. I heard one of these females on one of these panels say Sigma. When you hear a black woman say Sigma, listen, man, y'all are not quick like I am, okay? I watch y'all for different reasons. I don't watch you to copy content or to make counter content. I watch you to see who's influencing you and where are you getting these talking points from. That's what I'm doing. See, I'm a trained professional and y'all playing around and trying to trend on YouTube. I'm trying to get a message across, and I'm trying to get the government to rethink marriage stuff and marriage reform and marriage laws and divorce law. So if men are walking away, enough of us are doing it, black and white, we can get some reform going on. Y'all just want to counter us because you don't like what we're saying. So you're literally working against us, working for somebody else's agenda, you know what I'm saying? And you're only doing it out of emotion. Every time I watch a panel, it's a bunch of women not speaking facts. Every time they speak, it's I feel. What are we doing here? So now, and you got men on here stating facts, and you have females, well, I feel, and I feel. I get that you feel a lot of things when men are giving you facts. I get it. But your feelings don't mean shit. We're trying to get things done. And when you're getting things done, you can't do it in a way that's gonna, you know, take women's feelings into consideration. None of y'all are taking our feelings into consideration. We've been doing a whole lot of black man shaming and bashing for years to go along with the agenda of this country, right? Whether you knew it or not, but it didn't work. We still look good outside the country. Our marital rates are way higher than yours. And now you're getting online with all this I feel stuff. Watching content creators like me, you guys smash that like button. Watching content creators like me talking, see, I was waiting on one of them to say Sigma or Lone Wolf or one of the monikers that I represent, because there's very few men in the dating niche that identify as Sigma. And out of the few that do, I'm like the only attractive one. I'm just not universally attractive by most women, okay? Just being real. And I'm the only one that's consistently driving it home. Other guys have jumped on the trend last year, did a couple of videos, but I'm the only one that's been dropping videos every single month about Sigmas. Black women don't care about Sigma, Delta, Alpha, none of that crap, unless an attractive black man is representing it. I don't care, because white men have been talking about Sigmas for years. When I hear black women on panels mention Alpha, Beta, Sigma, it used to be Alpha, Beta, now it's Alpha, Beta, Sigma, now you're letting me know that you're definitely watching my black ass, okay? See, you can only go so long hiding your nature and hiding what you're doing before God is going to show me. I'm going to see you. I'm going to catch you. And the problem with y'all is, I look too good for you not to watch me. I talk too well and I'm too well spoken for you not to listen to my words. I am a Sigma. And I'm gonna be real with you, most black men that awaken, they're Sigmas, okay? I'm just gonna be real. I thought about this, man. Most black dudes, we not pushy like that alpha stuff. Even if you think you're an alpha, nah, bro, most black men, African-American men, we're like the most emotionally intelligent people. We take everybody's feelings into consideration. We're the most balanced out of all men. Everybody knows this. Why do you think that y'all keep bashing us? Because you can see her walking away and you don't want us to leave, but you don't want to tell us that you want us to stay. You know, which is pathetic. But we deal with it. But then when y'all come online and start bashing us and trying to make stupid stuff make sense, I'm watching this and I've been trying to avoid this podcast because they let these women talk too much. And I believe some of the women watch my content. But this daily wrap-up crew, I'm watching this stuff. Dude, I watched this channel about 2 days. I had to take 2 days off from watching content. I had to take 2 days off from YouTube. I had to take 2 days off. I'm like, why are they letting these women say all this babble? They're not bringing no facts. Every woman is talking some anecdotal, well, I know a cousin, my sister's cousin, half brother, that goes against everything you just said. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? They always got these goofballs on this panel, right? And most of these women aren't even the kind of women that you would date. A lot of them are wide backs, wide backs. You know what I'm saying? And then they're talking crazy, you know what I'm saying, about dating. And another way I know they're watching my content, there's not too many men, shout out to Edward Anderson, there's not too many men that are out here that are single fathers, right? A baby daddy and a single father are two different things. I have full custody of my son. I'm watching the internet. I'm not seeing too many other men talking about having full custody of their son and are attractive enough and are articulate enough to draw in women of all types. I'm not seeing too many. So when I seen this argument started by black women talking about, well, I don't want a single father. No one asked you if you did. No one asked you if you did. So when they're triggered by something, they start these propaganda campaigns, smear campaigns. When they look up stats and see that black men are known to be just as good parenting their kids as a two-parent household, it bothers them. So they never bring up these stats, but they'll bring up, well, the women I know, because the women you know choose shitty-ass dudes. The women you know pick these bums because they know that those dudes won't fight them in court. Man, I went to court for like 3-4 years to get custody of my son. I wasn't gonna give up. That's why a lot of women don't want to really deal with me like that. I'm not gonna let some other man raise my kid. Are you crazy? You know what I'm saying? So, you got a lot of females out here, man. They're on these panels, and it's just constantly, oh, I feel, but I feel. And these single fathers, well, I don't want a single father. No one asked you if you wanted one. You're not the deciding factor of whether single fathers are attractive to other women, goofball. So when you hear these black women and these mixed women on these panels like the wrap-up, daily wrap-up show, babbling about, well, single fathers, and you don't know nothing about single fathers. For one, a single father like myself will never date any of those leftover raggedy-ass females on the daily wrap-up show. That's first and foremost. So for them to consistently be bringing up a grade of men that they don't really qualify for, and they can see that the single fathers don't want them, just like the single men with no kids don't want them, they got to get out here and propagandize. Start saying, well, if you know, my preference isn't a single father. Who cares what your preference is, single mother? Who cares? Nobody. No one cares what your preference is. No one cares that you don't want a single father. But then these shows let them get on here and diatribe this whole little babbling spiel about who cares, fool? Women don't decide relationships. Who cares? See how close this rabbit gonna let me keep before he runs off. I'm still ain't running off. Just on my daily walk, y'all. Just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Making sure I connect with nature. Something that men actually do and not just say that they do, like a lot of females like to do. You hear so many women talking they're on a healing journey, but they're still overweight. How are you connecting to God when you got all this metal and, you know what I'm saying, inflammation in your body? How in the world? That's not here like larger people saying that they're connected. You must have a strong connection to God. Because until I started thinning out, getting rid of all the metal in the body, doing detox and stuff, my connection wasn't right. But I guess you just tapped in like that, right? See, I don't like seeing this kind of stuff because the dudes that are on the panel are always thin or in shape. But the women are out of shape, big backed, you know, thick necked. You know what I'm saying? Some of these are not even African American women. Some of them, like I'm pretty sure at Daily Wrap-Up Show, they had a full panel of Africans. You know what I'm saying? Not Africans, and they were talking about African American men. This is why I'm glad I watched Tariq Nasheed. These tethers, because the host of the show might not even be African American. Some of them guys might actually be tethers themselves. I'm not saying that they are. I don't know. But maybe they're bringing their own people on there. I don't know. But they're not identifying as African or Caribbean or whatever. They're identifying or making it seem like they're identifying as African American. And they're allowing these African females to bash. And they're specifically saying Black American men and African American men. So for those African women who are cosplaying Black American women to get on there and bash Black men and specify not their African Black men, but American Black men, there's obviously an agenda, and it's obviously easy money to get online and bash specifically American Black men. And it seems like all Black women of all ethnicity are trying to cash in on it. And it's just getting old. We need to call this stuff out. You can look at an African woman and see that she's not African American. I don't care what you say. Get as mad as you want to. I can tell a fucking Nigerian from a woman from Chicago. I'm sorry that I can, based off of your skull, you know what I'm saying, your facial structure and your hairlines, but I can. It is what it is. You can't cosplay us to us. But I guess that's not the point. The point is to get the information out and appear to be an American Black woman. See, when you have tethers that have no affiliation with you, you know they're going to talk worse than the women that are, that are born in the same hospitals as you. So we got to be careful with this stuff, man. Go and watch some of that Daily Wrap-Up show. They have some Africans on there. It was like not too long ago. One of them was wearing a green dress. It was like 3 of them. They did not identify as African women, and they were bashing African American men. It's ridiculous, dude. It's ridiculous. So I'm tired of watching these panel shows where they're just trying to make women feel better. The stats are this. Men are leaving in droves. Younger men have stopped dating y'all more so than the older men. And you're not going to bully us by trying to shame us, guilt us, call us sassy. There's a chick on the Daily Wrap-Up Show trying to justify them using the word sassy. Oh, we're not trying to say that you're G-A-Y. We're not. Yes, you are. Why are you trying to? I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. Here's the reality of the situation. Y'all are showing us every day the reason why we need to leave. When you get on these shows, and it's not just Daily Wrap-Up Show, it was this other panel I seen Anton Daniels on, where he was going back and forth with them same people that be making these videos you always see. I don't know what the name of it is, man. But he's fast talking females, and it'll be like a stage with like 3 or 4 Black guys and the same 3 or 4 Black women. And this is one Black chick that's always brrr, 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 talking fast. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you straight up. Any fast talking female or male is a babbler and a used car salesman. There's nothing that they're saying worth listening to. You should be able to get your point across precise, with precision, with fewer words. You should not need to talk really fast to get a bunch of babbling in before someone says, okay, let somebody else speak. It's just like the women when they yell. They yell over men. If the men started yelling, all the women on the panel are going to get scared. So they got to be stoic. Well, you got these screechy voiced females thinking that they're being tough by getting, raised. Come on, man. The only thing that you do is annoy the hell out of the men listening to you. Fugazi from the war. Refugees. I got 2. Okay. Honestly, Black American men are not like Black men. Yeah, black men, I'm telling you, man, black American men are the most understanding people. We just are. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why, like, I'm watching other people talk about, like, you know, black fathers, and I don't have no one to compare myself to except my dad. But when they bring up, like, oh, you know, black fathers are really good about not being too stern, you know, give, like, when my son, when I listen to this, I'm like, I do that. Like, when my son, I give him positive reinforcement. I don't feel like I'm here to control him. I talk to him about this. I'm here to guide him. I'm here to give a positive representation, you know, and also give him the facts of life, like the black male talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is how the world looks at you. I don't give a shit if you're mixed, right? This is how the world looks at you. You got that fro, right? You got that nose, right? Well, this is how the world looks at you, and this is how you're going to navigate through the world, okay? And you need to also understand, no matter what the world does against you or how hard it is, I got your back. I got your back. Now, also, just like the other day, had to get on to my son about cleaning. That I won't have to get on to him about cleaning? No, I didn't, but he's slacking. Ain't nobody gonna clean up after you. Ain't nobody gonna be there for no black man. You gotta take care of yourself. And when I hear these females getting triggered by what I say and run into a panel and babbling about, well, no, black women really do care. And no, you don't. No, you don't. I don't wanna hear it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking not just about black American women, all these American women. We're leaving for a reason. We're leaving for a reason. And getting on these panels and trying to soften the stuff you say doesn't work on men like it works on women. Men don't listen to women like y'all just move like a herd. We don't just take whatever you say as fact because it's coming from a pretty person that's well-spoken. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think that the powers that be keep an eye on certain males? They gotta make sure we don't start a revolution. Y'all ain't gonna start shit. You're not gonna start nothing. You're gonna do what you're told because they're gonna convince you to do it through these psyops and this different kind of programming through the media and social media. And like herd of women, when they see one woman do it, they all do it. As a man, we don't do that. I don't care what another man is doing. If it don't make any sense, I'm not doing it. You're not going to be able to put propaganda or try to persuade me. I'm not, no, man, no. I can see through the BS and I can know whether it's doing my community any good and if it's doing me any good. I'm not over here like these women just following trends because it makes me feel better. And this is why we can't go off of these women getting on these panels. Well, I feel like the dudes need to be like, yo, we're not in the feeling segment, right? We're kind of in the discussion segment here. And I want you to bring up some stats and facts. But when the men are on the panels using facts and the women are using feelings, brother, how are you going to be able to keep up with a person that is warping reality as she's speaking from her feelings? It's nonsense, man. It's nonsense. And a lot of us are just done with it, man. Stop with the panel stuff, bro. If you haven't noticed, other people are getting away from it. The only people doing it right is like the Whatever podcast. And it's, you know, I hate to say it, but it is what it is. They're the only ones doing it right. Them chicks on there be sitting over there for the most part straight up, most of the time respectful. They don't want to get checked. The dudes are respectful as well for the most part. They both sides throw some petty catty stuff, but it's never no woman screaming on air. It's never no dude screaming over or no dude sitting there like a little, okay, yeah, let's get it all out. I gotta be stoic. I gotta take it, yeah. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. I don't want to seem emotional. I don't want them to call me Zesty Assassin. What are you doing? You look weak as hell. You worried about the women's, what they're gonna say about you, giving her some kind of rebuttal? You letting them spam off all this stupid talking point shit that these women want to really say to the men that they like, but they can't say it. So they go on a panel and say it and hoping that everybody see it. Who cares what y'all think, man? This panel stuff you're doing it, hope you're doing it for just checks. Real men that you are attracted to, the one that y'all keep bringing up, like me, motherfuckers, I watch what you do, I watch what you say. You understand? And y'all out here talking a whole bunch of nonsense. A whole bunch of nonsense, man. So listen and understand. And there's a reason why, you know, this country makes sure there ain't no black messiah that comes out of nowhere. They keep a heavy foot on our neck and they make sure that we don't do too much and they keep an eye on us and all this and all that. You aren't going to influence any kind of change, woman. You're not going to be worried about it. You're going to be too worried about your own ass. You're moving off emotions and can't nobody, hey, listen, man. Can't nothing get done with people that move off emotions. Can't nothing get done. You're putting yourself in a place, just like you want, where you're not associated with black men, but it's not in a good way. Because black men, again, worldwide, African-American men, you have plenty of women telling you this, are looked for and sought after. And we're gonna go to them because we're not broke like you keep claiming that we are. We're doing very well and decent enough to move around. We're not stuck with the option of just you, and while you're getting online, babbling with your thick necks and wide backs, instead of hitting the gym, finding some way to find your femininity. There was a woman on that Daily Wrap-Up podcast that said, she said, it was the dumbest shit I've ever heard, which triggered this video. She said, how would you know that a woman is on her femininity journey? Or it was something really stupid. It was like, I can't even, my brain can't put it into low IQ enough words. I think it's trying to correct what she said. It was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. She said, how would you know a woman, or how would I know, or how would you know a woman that's on her femininity journey or something like that? Or a woman that's trying to be in her femininity. What kind of question is that, you fucking loser? Every man knows how to be masculine. He's born with it. He's born with it. Your femininity, you're born with it. For you to do anything outside of being a feminine woman is you going against the nature and the instinct that God gave you. That's why it seems so unnatural to men. And while you try to tell us that we should take take these modern women, and you're intimidated if you, lady, I don't care what word you use to make yourself feel better, so that you're not crying in your mirror at night when you're taking your makeup off and you're going to bed alone, right? It doesn't matter what you say. It don't mean shit to us. We're not women. You using social media and your dumbass words and the panels and that don't mean nothing to us, man. You know, you don't know who we are. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have already lost. You don't even see it yet, and that's your problem. But women are scooping your men up, and you think that you're going to be able to eventually, all right, ladies, let's just give up and give them what they want and be nice. It's going to be too late, man. We're not going to let you back in. It's going to be too late. You're just doing too much, man. Why the hell y'all watching my channel to look for counter content instead of you dumbasses trying to figure out how can we get men like him? Every time you do something stupid, I call you out for it. All this stuff that you're doing online, it don't make any sense. Look. When you call us sassy, we know what you're implying. Don't try to clean it up. You look dumb, okay? We told you what it seems like to us, and we don't give a shit about what you're trying to say to us because you didn't clarify or clear it up during the times of you putting it out there to the public. You waited until we called you out for it, and now you're trying to rewrite history. Save it, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? And if you, listen, I'm on here giving you filtered information. I can't say too much, right? I got enough, different groups of people watching me, stealing my content. But other dudes are thinking just like me, man. And they're thinking deeper than I am. What are you gonna do about that? And the young bucks, I got a video I'm about to drop with this 27-year-old dude talking about, we watching the older heads, man. We see what they went through, and we're not gonna do it. So you got the younger group that's gonna also educate the group after them not to deal with you. Now you got the millennials and the Gen Xers doing it. What group of men do you have? The baby boomers? The sugar daddy group? Like what group of men do you have left? And you're continuously going online in these podcasts to run your mouth and make yourself feel better, but you're not helping women overall. You're not putting black women or any group of American women in any better place. You're just making your fuck ass, raggedy ass, stinking ass, overweight ass, horrible attitude ass, speaking too fast ass, in a bad, worse position. Yeah, listen, you can call me zesty, sassy, you can call me anything but a child of God. I am a physical representation of the living God in this realm. That's what I am. That's who I am. You can kiss my black ass. You understand that? All you females trying to imply this and drop your dumbass videos that, age out and die alone. We're not chasing you down. We don't give a shit about dying alone. The fuck? Came in this realm alone, we'll leave this realm alone. Now, how was your life quality, during the time you was alive? Did you let some female drag you down and make you feel like it's only your job to make her feel good? Or did you take care of yourself and live your life like you wanted to? Man, please. Hey, look, I get it. You've been able to bully weaker men that have been raised by single mothers. And when you guys start yelling, it triggers something in them. I'm gonna be real. Let's talk real for a minute, nigga. All you goofy niggas out here to take the side of women, let's talk about it. Listen, I ain't scared of none of y'all, okay? So let's get that out there. All the stuff that y'all be doing trying to intimidate people lately, it don't work with me. I've been to war twice. Combat arms, baby. Let's talk about it. When you see a man correcting a female, right? And it's stern, and you see that woman get triggered, it reminds you of the single mother you was raised by. That's what it does. And it makes you fall into your self-identified single mother energy. Yeah. So you feel like you need to come to the save the day of all these 304s out here that are in their emotions that don't want to be checked, but they want to be able to talk any kind of way they want to a man because they're acting the same way that their single mothers acted. And that's because their single mother was raised by a single mother. And it's just going on, perpetuating, and you think that all men are raised to have that trauma, to kind of like recess a little bit whenever you start getting loud because they were raised by a single mother and that was the way the mother traumatized that boy not to be in his masculine energy, right? My dad was in the house and my mom was in her feminine energy. The house was ran right. Unfortunately, no matter how much this government tried to set up the system to where all black males are raised by a single mother and they're all feminine by nature, some of our dads stuck around so that some of us could be a few, don't need a whole lot, just a few to be a positive representation of OG masculine energy. Now, you got females telling you that all people have masculine and feminine energy. Stop all that stupid shit. Cut all that stupid shit out. Cut it out now. Don't let them open their motherfucking mouths and talk about divine feminine and divine Shut the fuck up with that stupid psyop. You bitch ass niggas. Shut up. It's a psyop to make y'all think it's okay to be masculine and for men to think that it's okay to be kind of feminine. You're dumb as fuck. Don't bring that over here to us no more. Anytime y'all let these dumbass females bring that up in your panels, know you look stupid to regular men. Know you look stupid when you don't check them. The divine feminine. Okay. We need to know where the divine feminine, I want to know where these terms came from. I want to know where they originated from and why they're just now trending and getting popular while men are trying to take their power back. See, y'all don't understand how the internet works. They can bring any old information and bring it to the forefront and push it to the top with these algorithms and suppress all men stuff. I don't want to hear nothing else about all men and women have masculine and feminine energy. When you're a woman and you say that, know that you're letting a guy know that you're a headache, you're a problem, that you're always going to try to usurp his power, and that you're in this Lilith spirit, this Jezebel Lilith spirit. And the problem is, and this is the beautiful part about it, right? Y'all can't fool nobody no more. So your masculine asses are aging out, and it's beautiful because you don't know how to find your femininity to calm it down to get a man, but you think that you can just, word battle us into submission with the fast talking, because women can babble and argue all day long. The way you can go to the gym all day and work out and play video games, that's what they can do with the babbling and the arguing and the paneling. Because what they do on these panels, you ever notice, a guy will be like, well, according to the statistics, and then she'll say, well, I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way because anecdotally, they don't say anecdotally, they say, I know a woman who is the cousin of my half sister and she blah, 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 shut the fuck up. Where are your stats? No more anecdotal. Men can do this stuff all day long. We can anecdotally go against whatever women say, but it don't do anything, don't get no one nowhere. You don't come to any kind of solution. This is why the tarot card people. Yeah, the tarot cards, the crystal, brother, man. You know what I mean? The I'm going through my healing journey. I'm awakened now. How many bodies did it take you to get to this healed version of yourself? I don't give a shit about that spiritual stuff. Let me know what it took with your physical vessel to get to this healed version of you. How many bodies, nigga? Huh? And I'm not talking about just the ones you slept with, the guys you bopped off to. How many bodies? And not just that, the ones that you thought were too small for you and the ones that you thought had bad sex. And your homegirl, your best friend that you hunch on every now and again. How many bodies? Y'all got online running your fucking mouth, man, for views. And you didn't know that we were watching. You thought you were triggering us the same way we trigger you by stating facts. You don't trigger us, fools. We take notes. We move in silence. We're the men. We're the leaders. We're showing you how it's done. You see how that works? You're online watching us, getting triggered, making counter content, going on panels, saying nonsensical shit. No, I don't want a single father. Okay, dummy. There's plenty of women that do. Because there's women out here that'll take somebody's baby daddy. And he ain't even a single father. He just a baby daddy. So shut the fuck up. You're talking reckless because your feelings are hurt because the world can see how you are and the stats back it up. So you want to go online. You want to take it upon amongst yourselves to go online and take back your image while bashing the black man at the same time. Congratulations, you fools played yourself. And we're moving on to better things, and we don't give a shit what you think. A lot of y'all in these panels, I'm looking at you. You're not looking 24 and 25, looking more like 35, 36, 37, okay? You're aging out, aging out. I see a lot of y'all trying to do this whole thing where, oh, women are aging in reverse. Who? What, when, where, and how? Maybe Selma Hayek, but who else? Who else? No, y'all look your age. Stop playing yourselves, man. I'm telling you. When men who carry the seed of life decide not to bust nuts all day like society tells them to do, he'll realize, yo, man, look how much power I have toting around the seed of life with all 80 million of all these, you know what I'm saying? And you don't be sitting around thinking about who I'm gonna go ahead and leave this gift of God inside. I'm not giving you shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find a woman worth my nut. You crazy as hell. Yeah, I'm talking like this. I'm not gonna bust the nuts in these random ass, tainted ass 304s. No, man. No, that stuff is done. That stuff is done, man. Like, listen, go find an alpha or go find some Pookie or some Ray Ray. We're done. Stop looking over here. If you ain't gonna get on board what I'm talking about, finding counter arguments by watching my is very stupid. I think about everything I say before I say it. I think about low IQ counter arguments before I put out my content. So when you do this dumb shit where you start putting out, I can tell that you're watching my kind of content. I already got something ready for you. And I don't tell y'all everything that I think. So that way, if I ever run into you goofball goobers on a panel or I go live and you want to jump on there, I got some shit that I ain't never said online that'll make you rethink life. I'm straight up. I'm not even playing with y'all no more, man. Y'all want to push men and call us all this weak and everything else. Bro, most of the time, men, we only take other men serious, and men are always competing with other men. Now y'all want to compete with us. You know what I mean? Well, listen, man. We see it. We acknowledge it. You're done. We want nothing to do with it. I ain't compete with no motherfucking woman. You're done. You know what I'm saying? You're done. Talk all the junk you want to. We're going to make plenty of counter content to your goofy ass counter content to the stuff that we make. And we're gonna make money off of it the same way you do. We're gonna go viral the same way y'all are. And we're gonna keep dating overseas and interracially. So say whatever you wanna say. The facts, again, about that, when you try to call us, you know, whatever for dating interracially and outside the race, the marital rates is a direct reflection of how much people find you attractive and wanna date you. So when they're putting out marital rates, and some of you people might be slow, that's not just about the people getting married, it's about the people that are dating in a serious way with that demographic that they want to eventually get married to. If the marital rates is like 23 or 26 for black women, you can't blame that on anyone else, okay? Those marital rates are a direct reflection of men that take you serious and they're dating you to marry you, not just guys that are smashing you out, okay? So you need to take that stuff in consideration. Think about what you want to do and see if you want to still go down this route where you're showing, I got a video of a woman saying ain't no men from overseas rushing to America to get American women. You know, dudes overseas, when y'all go overseas looking for y'all. But when we go overseas, we're getting in the clubs for free. You know what I'm saying? They're getting us drinks in Germany. Shout out to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We can go over there and women love us and start being all over us the minute we off the freaking plane. Look, we know that y'all putting us down as a psyop. Let it go, man. You putting us down as a psyop. We're some of the best men out there. It's a psyop. Everything that you say is a psyop. Black men are looked at upon as the most masculine men on this freaking planet, dude. They'll never admit it or come out and say it, but it is what it is. I'm just being real with you. So, I mean, listen, man, do what you do. Keep getting online, saying whatever you got to say. We're going to make money off of you, too. But y'all the ones that are aging out and dying alone. All right? That's what it is. So, for all you podcasters that like watching my content, because I don't know what the fuck you do it for, but take these notes, man. Shove it up your ass. You know what I mean? I can never do no panel because I'm not going to sit there and listen to some woman babbling, talking nonsense about how she feels and what she thinks. I don't have any stats or facts. You know what I mean? Where are the stats and facts? Men can't go off of, man, ain't no dude worried about how he feels. We know feelings are fleeting. Man, I ran 2.5 miles this morning. Do you think I felt like doing it? Do you think I felt like finishing that last half a mile at a full sprint? No. I don't give a fuck about what I feel like. The work got to get done. Hey, listen, man. We're done playing with you. Listen to the tone of my voice. Listen to the sincerity of it. Look at my face. We're done with you. Bash us. We done told you a million times, if you don't like us, then find somebody else to date or date each other. You don't need to get online and bash us every day if you don't even like us or you don't want to date us. It's getting old. You're coming off like bullies. Nobody wants ya. Nobody wants ya. Okay? All right. Man, I had a detox for 2 days watching these fucking fools online. Man, I'm tired of hearing these women babble online, man. Just babbling and make themselves feel better. No one wants a single dad. Who asked you? What single dad was like, yes, I want this single mother of 3 with 3 baby daddies. Yay! What the hell are you talking about? Man, you rewriting history. This is why you know it's crazy when people don't want to accept the stats and facts and the anecdotal information that every man that they run into is saying to them. They still want to just say what they want to say and believe what they want to believe. That is lunacy. Y'all. Bro, you can't date women like this. Hey, my phone's about to die. Love and light, y'all. Back later.